Have you ever found yourself trapped in an endless loop of overthinking, worrying about the past, fearing the future, or spiraling into self-doubt? It feels like your mind has taken over, and no matter how much you try, you can't escape the noise. But what if I told you that mastering your thoughts is the key to escaping this mental prison? That true freedom isn't about changing your circumstances, but about changing your relationship with your mind. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." These words remind us that our reality is shaped not by what happens to us, but by how we think about it. The mind, when left unchecked, can be our greatest source of suffering. But when understood and trained, it becomes our most powerful tool for inner peace, clarity, and absolute freedom. In today's video, we'll uncover why learning to control your thoughts is the ultimate secret to freedom. From breaking free of overthinking to cultivating gratitude and focus, these insights will help you take charge of your mental space. You'll discover how awareness, mindfulness, and intentionality can transform not only your thoughts, but your entire experience of life. Let me ask you, how often do you feel at the mercy of your mind? Does it pull you into worry, fear, or negativity? If so, you're not alone. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's explore how mastering your mind can change your life. If you're ready to unlock the door to inner peace and mental freedom, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Stick around until the end, where I'll share practical step-by-step techniques to help you control your thoughts and embrace the freedom that comes with it. Let's dive in. Lesson 1. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your thoughts are the foundation of everything you experience in life. Whether you feel joyful or stressed, content or restless, it all begins with your thoughts. They influence your emotions, guide your actions, and ultimately shape the outcomes you encounter. This isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a reality that affects every moment of your existence. Learning to control your thoughts is not just about achieving peace of mind, it's about reclaiming the power to create a fulfilling and meaningful life. Buddha said, "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." This timeless wisdom reflects the profound connection between your inner world and your outer reality. When your mind is filled with negativity, self-doubt, fear, or anger, it's like wearing a lens that distorts everything you see. Even positive experiences can feel hollow because your thoughts project negativity onto them. Conversely, when your mind is anchored in gratitude, kindness, and understanding, even challenges can appear as opportunities for growth. Let's consider an example. Imagine two people facing the same situation. They both lose their jobs. One person spirals into despair, thinking, "I'm a failure. This is the end for me." The other sees the same event and thinks, "This is a chance to start fresh and explore something new." While the situation is identical, their thoughts shape two entirely different realities. One filled with defeat, the other with possibility. The influence of your thoughts extends beyond your own emotions. It impacts how you interact with the world and the people around you. If your thoughts are filled with judgment or resentment, it shows in your relationships. You might become short-tempered or distant, even toward those who care about you. On the other hand, a mind filled with compassion and positivity radiates warmth, strengthening your bonds with others and creating a ripple effect of kindness. But here's the challenge. Thoughts often feel automatic, like they happen to you rather than being chosen by you. This is where mindfulness becomes your most powerful tool. Mindfulness is the practice of observing your thoughts without becoming entangled in them. It creates the space to question your mental habits. Is this thought helping me or holding me back? What other perspective could I take? One effective way to practice this is through journaling. At the end of each day, write down the most dominant thoughts you noticed throughout the day. Were they mostly supportive or critical? By becoming aware of your thought patterns, you gain the power to reshape them consciously. Another practice is using affirmations to overwrite negative thought loops. For instance, if your mind often tells you, "I'm not good enough," replace it with, "I am capable and I am improving every day." Repeat this affirmation until it becomes a natural part of your mental landscape. Your thoughts also act like seeds that you plant in the soil of your mind. Negative thoughts, like seeds of fear and doubt, grow into anxiety and self-sabotage. Positive thoughts, like seeds of gratitude and courage, grow into resilience and joy. Ask yourself, what seeds am I planting today? It's crucial to remember that controlling your thoughts doesn't mean suppressing them. Suppression often leads to greater distress. Instead, aim to guide your thoughts, redirecting them toward a perspective that serves you. Start small. Begin by identifying just one recurring negative thought in your life and challenge it. Replace it with a thought that reflects your values and aspirations. For instance, if you often think, "I'll never be able to change," counter it with, "Growth takes time, and every step counts." By learning to guide your thoughts with intention, you can transform not only your mental state, but your entire experience of life. The secret lies in recognizing that you are not at the mercy of your thoughts. You are their creator. When you take ownership of this creative power, you unlock the freedom to shape a reality filled with peace, purpose, and possibility. Lesson 2. Overthinking is a form of mental prison. Overthinking is one of the most common traps of the modern mind. We replay conversations, analyze decisions, and worry endlessly about things that may never happen. This mental habit can feel like productivity, but in truth, it's a form of self-imposed imprisonment. Overthinking keeps you stuck in cycles of doubt, fear, and regret, robbing you of the ability to enjoy the present or take meaningful action. Buddha said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This teaching underscores the importance of breaking free from the mental loops that overthinking creates. When we overthink, we are often trying to control outcomes or solve problems that don't need immediate answers. The result is not clarity, but mental exhaustion. Overthinking arises from a deep-rooted desire for certainty. We want to avoid mistakes, ensure success, or predict the future, so we overanalyze every detail. But life's unpredictability makes certainty impossible, and the more we chase it, the more trapped we feel. Overthinking doesn't solve problems, it magnifies them, making challenges seem larger and more daunting than they really are. Imagine you're walking through a forest. Overthinking is like stopping at every tree to examine its bark, leaves and roots, hoping to understand the entire forest. While you're stuck analyzing each tree, you lose sight of the path and your journey forward. The same happens with our thoughts. We get so caught up in analyzing every possibility that we lose touch with the present and fail to move forward. So how do we escape the prison of overthinking? The first step is awareness. Many of us overthink without realizing it, believing we're simply being thorough or cautious. Practice pausing throughout the day to check in with your mind. Ask yourself, am I solving a real problem or am I stuck in a loop? Is this thought helping me take action or holding me back? Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for breaking free from overthinking. By focusing on your breath or a single point of attention, you train your mind to stay present. When thoughts arise, and they will, observe them without judgment and gently bring your focus back to the present. This practice helps you recognize overthinking as a pattern rather than a reality, allowing you to let go of unnecessary mental noise. Another technique is to set boundaries for your thinking time. If you find yourself overanalyzing, give yourself a set amount of time, say 10 or 15 minutes, to think through the issue. When the time is up, commit to moving forward, whether that means taking action or letting the thought go. Gratitude is another antidote to overthinking. When you're caught up in worry or analysis, shift your focus to what you're grateful for in the present moment. Gratitude brings your mind back to reality, breaking the loop of unproductive thoughts. Overthinking often disguises itself as preparation, but it's important to remember that no amount of thinking can eliminate uncertainty. Accepting this truth frees you to act without waiting for perfect clarity. Action, even imperfect action, breaks the cycle of overthinking and moves you towards solutions and growth. Start by identifying one area of your life where overthinking is holding you back. Is it a decision you've been agonizing over? A worry about the future? Or a mistake you can't stop replaying? Take one small step to shift your focus, whether it's writing down your thoughts to release them, meditating to calm your mind, or simply reminding yourself that not every question needs an immediate answer. Breaking free from overthinking is like opening the door to a cage you didn't realize you were in. It allows you to move forward, appreciate the present, and embrace the freedom that comes with clarity and action. With consistent practice, you'll learn to quiet the noise of overthinking and reclaim the peace and focus that truly empower you. Lesson 3. Awareness is the first step to mastery. Before you can control your thoughts, you must first understand them. Awareness is the foundation of mental mastery. It's the ability to observe your mind without judgment, recognizing patterns, triggers, and habits that influence your emotions and actions. Without awareness, you're like a captain trying to steer a ship without knowing where it's headed. Awareness gives you the map to navigate your inner world and take control of your thoughts. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This teaching emphasizes that your thoughts dictate the course of your life. However, many of us live on autopilot, unaware of the repetitive and often negative thought patterns that dominate our minds. These unexamined thoughts can lead to stress, anxiety, and self-doubt, all while quietly shaping our reality. Awareness begins with observation. Imagine standing on the side of a busy road, watching cars pass by. Each car represents a thought. Some cars are fast and demanding, like intrusive worries, while others are slow and repetitive, like doubts or regrets. Awareness is the ability to observe these cars without chasing after them or being run over by them. You don't have to follow every thought or let it control you. You can simply notice it and let it pass. One practical way to cultivate awareness is through mindfulness meditation. Start by sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. When thoughts arise, as they inevitably will, acknowledge them without judgment and gently return your focus to your breath. Over time, this practice trains you to notice your thoughts without being consumed by them. Another powerful technique is journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps you uncover recurring patterns and emotional triggers. For example, you might notice that certain situations consistently lead to negative self-talk, or that specific fears keep resurfacing. By putting your thoughts on paper, you create a sense of distance, making it easier to analyze them objectively. Awareness also involves understanding the root of your thoughts. Ask yourself, why am I thinking this way? What belief or fear is driving this thought? Is this thought based on reality, or is it a story my mind is creating? This level of introspection reveals the hidden influences behind your thoughts, empowering you to challenge and reframe them. For instance, if you notice a recurring thought like, "I'm not good enough," awareness allows you to question it. Is this really true? What evidence supports or contradicts this belief? Awareness isn't just about observing negative thoughts, it's also about recognizing positive ones. Celebrate moments when your mind naturally gravitates toward gratitude, kindness, or creativity. These thoughts are the building blocks of a resilient and empowered mindset. It's important to remember that awareness is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time and practice to develop. In the beginning, you may feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of your thoughts. This is normal. The key is to approach the process with patience and curiosity rather than judgment. Start small. Set aside a few minutes each day to practice awareness, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply pausing to observe your thoughts. Over time, you'll notice patterns and gain a deeper understanding of your mental habits. This understanding is the first step toward taking control of your thoughts and aligning them with your values and goals. When you cultivate awareness, you unlock the ability to choose how you think and respond. You're no longer at the mercy of automatic reactions or unexamined beliefs. Instead, you become the conscious creator of your mental landscape, paving the way for inner peace, clarity, and true freedom. Awareness is not the destination, it's the gateway to mastery. By stepping through it, you begin the transformative journey of learning to control your thoughts and ultimately your life. Lesson 4. Letting go of negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are like dark clouds that obscure the clarity and brightness of your mind. They often feel heavy, persistent, and impossible to escape. But Buddhism teaches us that clinging to negative thoughts only amplifies their power. Letting go is the key to freeing yourself from their grip and reclaiming peace. Buddha said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This profound teaching reveals that it's not the existence of negative thoughts that harms us. It's our attachment to them. When you hold on to anger, fear, or resentment, it's as if you're gripping a burning coal, expecting it to harm someone else, but only burning yourself in the process. Letting go of negative thoughts doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing them. Instead, it's about acknowledging their presence, understanding their root causes, and choosing not to let them define you. Imagine holding a glass of water. The longer you hold it, the heavier it feels. Similarly, the longer you hold on to negative thoughts, the more they weigh on your mind and spirit. Letting go is like setting the glass down. It lightens your mental load and restores balance. One way to practice letting go is through mindfulness. When a negative thought arises, pause and observe it. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I holding on to this thought? Is this thought helping me or hurting me? This process helps you create distance between yourself and the thought, reducing its emotional intensity. Remember, you are not your thoughts. They are temporary mental events passing through your mind. Another effective technique is to reframe the thought. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I always fail," challenge it with, "Failure is part of growth, and every setback teaches me something valuable." Reframing shifts your perspective, turning a negative thought into an opportunity for learning and empowerment. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for letting go of negativity. When your mind is consumed by what's wrong, redirect your focus to what's right. Make a list of things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts your mental energy, making it harder for negative thoughts to take root. Forgiveness plays a significant role in releasing negative emotions tied to the past. Whether it's forgiving others or yourself, letting go of blame and resentment clears space in your mind for peace and healing. Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness isn't about condoning hurtful actions. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional burden they create. It's important to note that letting go is a process, not a one-time act. Negative thoughts may return, but with practice, you'll become more skilled at recognizing and releasing them. Visualization can help in this process. Imagine your negative thoughts as leaves floating down a stream. Each time a thought arises, place it on a leaf and watch it drift away. This mental image reinforces the idea that thoughts are temporary and can be released without resistance. Start by identifying one negative thought that frequently arises in your mind. Write it down and reflect on its origin. Ask yourself, why am I holding on to this thought, and how is it serving me? Then, practice releasing it using mindfulness, gratitude, or reframing. Notice how this act of letting go creates a sense of lightness and clarity. By learning to let go of negative thoughts, you free your mind from unnecessary suffering. This practice not only cultivates inner peace, but also strengthens your ability to face life's challenges with resilience and grace. Letting go isn't about avoiding reality. It's about choosing freedom over attachment, clarity over clutter, and peace over pain. Lesson 5. Replace reaction with intention. In life, we often find ourselves reacting to situations impulsively, whether it's snapping at someone out of frustration, making a rash decision driven by fear, or overthinking a minor setback. These reactions are automatic and often lead to regret, stress, or unnecessary conflict. Buddhism teaches us that true freedom lies in replacing reaction with intention, where our actions are guided by mindfulness and purpose rather than reflex. Buddha said, "Speak or act with a pure mind, and happiness will follow you as your shadow, unshakable." This teaching reminds us that our reactions, when driven by emotion rather than clarity, often lead to unnecessary suffering. Acting with intention, on the other hand, aligns us with our values and fosters inner peace. Reaction is a habit of the untrained mind. It arises when we allow emotions like anger, fear, or impatience to take the driver's seat. Intention, however, requires a pause, a moment to assess the situation and respond in a way that reflects our wisdom and priorities. This pause is where true mastery of the mind begins. To replace reaction with intention, the first step is to cultivate awareness. In moments of stress or tension, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What outcome do I truly want in this situation? Will this reaction align with my values and goals? For example, if someone says something hurtful, your initial reaction might be to retaliate with harsh words. But pausing to reflect might lead you to respond calmly or choose silence instead, preserving your peace and avoiding unnecessary conflict. This intentional response not only diffuses tension, but also empowers you to remain in control of your emotions. Another powerful practice is mindful breathing. When faced with a triggering situation, take 3 slow, deep breaths before reacting. This simple act creates a buffer between the stimulus and your response, giving you the space to choose your actions wisely. Visualization can also help you train your mind to act with intention. Imagine yourself in a challenging situation and visualize responding with calmness and clarity. For instance, if you know a difficult conversation is coming, rehearse approaching it with patience and understanding. This mental preparation strengthens your ability to act intentionally when the moment arises. Reflection is equally important. At the end of each day, think back on moments when you reacted impulsively. Ask yourself, what triggered my reaction? How could I have responded differently? Use these reflections as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than to judge yourself harshly. Replacing reaction with intention also applies to internal thoughts. When your mind spirals into worry or self-doubt, Pause and redirect your thoughts towards solutions or self-compassion. Instead of reacting to fear with panic, respond with a calming affirmation like, "I am capable of handling this." Over time, the practice of acting with intention transforms your relationships, your work, and your inner peace. You'll find that conflicts diminish, stress lessens, and your sense of control increases. Instead of feeling like a victim of your emotions or circumstances, you become the architect of your responses and, ultimately, your life. Start small. The next time you feel your emotions rising, whether it's frustration in traffic, impatience with a colleague, or sadness over a memory, pause, take a breath, observe your feelings, and choose your response with care. By consistently practicing this pause, you'll replace impulsive reactions with intentional actions, unlocking a new level of freedom and peace. When your actions are driven by intention rather than reaction, you step into a state of mindfulness that aligns your thoughts, words, and deeds with your values. This practice not only enhances your well-being, but also creates a ripple effect of positivity in your interactions and relationships. Intention is the gateway to living a life of purpose, clarity, and unshakable freedom. Lesson 6. Focus is the key to mental freedom. In a world filled with distractions, cultivating focus has become a rare skill. Our minds are constantly pulled in different directions by notifications, endless to-do lists, and even our own wandering thoughts. This lack of focus not only fragments our attention, but also keeps us from experiencing true mental freedom. Buddhism teaches that focus, or right concentration, is essential for mastering the mind and living with clarity and purpose. Buddha said, "What we think, we become. What we focus on is what we manifest." This teaching highlights the power of focus in shaping our thoughts, actions, and reality. Without focus, our minds become like a boat adrift on the ocean, tossed around by every wave of distraction or worry. With focus, however, we can direct our energy toward what truly matters, achieving inner peace and freedom from chaos. Focus is not just about productivity, it's about being fully present in the moment. When your attention is divided, you miss the richness of life. Whether it's enjoying a meal, having a conversation, or working on a meaningful task, scattered focus robs you of depth and fulfillment. On the other hand, practicing focus allows you to engage deeply and intentionally, creating a sense of mastery over your mind and environment. One way to build focus is through mindfulness meditation. Begin by sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your nose. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice strengthens your ability to concentrate, training your mind to stay present despite distractions. Another powerful technique is single tasking. In our multitasking culture, we often try to do several things at once, which dilutes our focus and increases stress. Instead, choose one task and give it your full attention. For example, if you're reading, turn off notifications and immerse yourself in the text. If you're eating, savor each bite without looking at your phone. Creating a distraction-free environment also supports focus. Set specific times to check your phone or email and dedicate uninterrupted blocks of time to important tasks. Consider using tools like timers or focus apps to create boundaries for your attention. Focus isn't just about external distractions, it's also about managing internal ones. Your mind might wander to worries about the future, regrets about the past, or a stream of unrelated thoughts. When this happens, practice redirecting your attention to the present moment. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing I can do right now? Gratitude can also help refocus your mind. When you feel overwhelmed by distractions, Take a moment to reflect on something you're grateful for in the present. Gratitude anchors you in the now, making it easier to let go of mental clutter. Over time, cultivating focus brings profound benefits. It reduces mental noise, increases productivity, and enhances your ability to experience life fully. Focus also strengthens your emotional resilience by helping you remain steady and present during challenging situations. Start small. Dedicate just 5 minutes a day to practicing focus, whether through meditation, journaling, or a single tasking activity. Gradually increase the time as your ability to concentrate improves. Notice how this practice shifts your mental energy and brings a sense of clarity and peace. When you master focus, you unlock the ability to direct your thoughts and actions with precision. This control over your attention is the essence of mental freedom. It allows you to break free from distractions and align your mind with your goals and values. Focus is not just a skill, it's a gateway to living a life of mindfulness, purpose, and unshakable calm. Lesson 7. Gratitude as a tool for rewiring thoughts. In our pursuit of more success, more possessions, more experiences, we often lose sight of what we already have. This endless craving fuels dissatisfaction, but Buddhism teaches that the antidote lies in gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, rewiring your thoughts to see the positives in life, even amidst challenges. This simple practice is a powerful tool for mental freedom, helping you let go of negativity and embrace inner peace. Buddha said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. Let us all be thankful." This wisdom reminds us that there is always something to be grateful for, no matter our circumstances. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about transforming how you see the world. When you focus on what you're thankful for, your mind starts to look for positives rather than dwelling on negatives. This shift in perspective helps break the cycle of negative thought patterns and creates a mental state that supports resilience, joy, and clarity. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about acknowledging the good amidst the challenges. For example, if you're facing a stressful situation, you might reflect on the support you've received from loved ones or the lessons you're learning through the experience. Gratitude helps you reframe struggles as opportunities for growth. One simple way to cultivate gratitude is through journaling. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. These can be big or small, perhaps a kind gesture from a stranger, the comfort of your home, or even a moment of laughter during a tough day. Over time, this practice trains your mind to focus on the positive aspects of life. Mindfulness meditation is another effective way to practice gratitude. During meditation, bring to mind something you're thankful for and hold it in your awareness. Notice how it feels in your body, perhaps a sense of warmth, lightness, or calm. This anchors the emotion of gratitude within you, making it easier to access in daily life. Gratitude can also be expressed through actions. Take a moment to thank someone who has supported or inspired you. Send them a message, write a note, or express your appreciation in person. Sharing gratitude not only strengthens your connection with others, but also reinforces your own sense of abundance. When your mind starts to spiral into worry or negativity, gratitude serves as a grounding tool. Pause and ask yourself, what is one thing I can be thankful for right now? What lesson can I find in this challenge? Even in difficult times, gratitude helps you see the silver linings. For instance, losing a job might provide an opportunity to pursue a passion or spend more time with family. A disagreement with a friend might deepen your understanding of each other's perspectives. Gratitude also enhances mindfulness by bringing your attention to the present moment. When you're thankful for what you have right now, you're less likely to dwell on past regrets or future anxieties. This practice cultivates a sense of contentment and peace, freeing you from the constant desire for more. Start by setting a daily gratitude ritual. It could be as simple as reflecting on 3 positive things before you go to bed, or taking a moment each morning to appreciate a new day. Notice how this practice shifts your mindset over time, creating a foundation of positivity and resilience. When gratitude becomes a habit, it transforms how you experience life. It rewires your thoughts to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, helping you break free from the cycle of dissatisfaction. Gratitude isn't just a tool, it's a way of being, one that aligns your mind with peace, joy, and true freedom. Lesson 8. The role of silence in mental mastery. In a world that never stops talking, constant notifications, endless conversations, and the hum of everyday life, silence has become a rare and undervalued treasure. Yet, Buddhism teaches that silence is not just the absence of noise. It's a profound space where we can reconnect with ourselves, reflect on our thoughts, and find clarity. Silence is where mental mastery begins, providing the stillness needed to understand and control your mind. Buddha said, "Silence is better than unmeaning words." This wisdom reminds us of the power of quietude, not just in speech, but in thought. By embracing silence, we create room for deeper understanding, allowing us to observe the patterns of our minds without distraction. Silence doesn't mean withdrawing from the world or avoiding challenges. Instead, it's a practice of turning inward, carving out moments to pause and reflect amidst the noise of daily life. In silence, you can hear the subtler whispers of your mind, the thoughts and feelings that often go unnoticed in the rush of activity. One of the most profound ways to experience silence is through meditation. When you sit in stillness, focusing on your breath or a point of awareness, you create a space for your mind to settle. At first, the noise of your thoughts may feel overwhelming, like standing in a crowded room. But as you continue to practice, the noise begins to quiet, revealing the calm and clarity that lie beneath. Another way to cultivate silence is by practicing mindful listening. During conversations, rather than thinking about what you'll say next, focus entirely on the speaker's words. This practice not only deepens your connections with others, but also helps you develop the discipline to quiet your internal dialogue. Silence can also be found in nature. Take a walk in a quiet park, sit by a river, or watch the sunrise. Nature's silence isn't empty. It's filled with the gentle sounds of life, offering a space for reflection and renewal. These moments of natural quietude help ground you, bringing your mind back to the present. Incorporating periods of intentional silence into your day can transform how you approach challenges. For instance, before making a big decision, take a few minutes to sit in stillness. Use this time to let your thoughts settle and observe them without judgment. Often, clarity emerges not from overthinking, but from the quiet space between thoughts. Silence is also a powerful tool for emotional regulation. When faced with anger, frustration, or sadness, resist the urge to react immediately. Instead, take a moment of silence to sit with your emotions. This pause creates a buffer between feeling and action, allowing you to respond with intention rather than impulsiveness. In our noisy world, silence might feel uncomfortable or even lonely at first, but over time, it becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can recharge, reflect, and realign with your values. Silence allows you to step back from the constant demands of life and reconnect with what truly matters. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for silence. Turn off your devices, find a quiet space, and simply sit. You don't need to meditate or achieve anything. Just be. Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise and let them pass without clinging or resistance. By embracing silence, you gain the ability to hear your inner wisdom, the truths that often get drowned out by the noise of daily life. This practice not only strengthens your ability to control your thoughts, but also brings a profound sense of peace and clarity. Silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's the presence of awareness, offering a pathway to mental freedom and mastery. Lesson 9. Consistency is essential. True mastery of your thoughts doesn't happen overnight. Like any skill, it requires consistent effort, patience, and practice. Buddhism teaches us the importance of persistence, reminding us that transformation is a journey, not a destination. To truly control your thoughts and unlock mental freedom, you must commit to regular practice, even when it feels challenging or progress seems slow. Buddha said, "A jug fills drop by drop." This wisdom highlights the power of small, consistent actions. Each time you choose mindfulness over distraction, gratitude over negativity, or intention over reaction, you're adding another drop to the jug of mental mastery. Over time, these small efforts accumulate into profound changes. Consistency is vital because the mind operates on habits. The thoughts you think most often become ingrained patterns, shaping your perceptions and behaviors. Without consistent practice, it's easy to fall back into old, unhelpful thought patterns. However, with regular effort, you can create new habits of thinking that align with your goals and values. To build consistency, start with small, achievable practices. For example, commit to just 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation each day. During this time, focus on your breath or observe your thoughts without judgment. It may seem insignificant at first, but over time, these brief moments of mindfulness will strengthen your ability to control your mind. Another way to stay consistent is by integrating mental practices into your daily routine. For instance, begin your day with a gratitude exercise, listing 3 things you're thankful for. Use transitions between activities as opportunities to pause and take a few mindful breaths. Reflect on your thoughts and emotions before going to bed, noting patterns and areas for improvement. Accountability can also support consistency. Share your goals with a trusted friend or join a community of like-minded individuals who are also working on mindfulness or self-improvement. Encouragement and shared progress can help you stay motivated. It's important to approach consistency with compassion. Some days will be easier than others, and setbacks are part of the process. When you miss a practice or struggle to focus, avoid self-criticism. Instead, remind yourself that every effort counts and that returning to the practice is more important than perfection. Over time, consistency creates momentum. What initially feels like a conscious effort, choosing gratitude, practicing mindfulness, or letting go of negativity, becomes second nature. Your mind begins to default to these healthier patterns, reducing stress and increasing clarity without requiring as much deliberate effort. Consistency also deepens your self-awareness. Regular practice allows you to notice subtler patterns and triggers in your thoughts, helping you refine your responses and grow more attuned to your inner world. This ongoing process of learning and growth is the essence of mastery. Start today by choosing one small practice to focus on. Perhaps it's a daily moment of silence, a gratitude journal, or a commitment to pause before reacting in challenging situations. Stick with this practice for a week, then gradually expand your efforts as it becomes part of your routine. By embracing consistency, you build the mental discipline needed to transform your thoughts and your life. Each small effort is a step closer to the freedom and peace you seek. Remember, the journey of mastering your mind is not about how fast you go, it's about showing up day after day with the intention to grow. Consistency is the bridge between intention and transformation, and with it, you can achieve lasting mental freedom. Mastering your thoughts is not just a practice, it's a path to absolute freedom. Through awareness, intention, gratitude, focus, and consistent effort, you can break free from the mental traps that hold you back. The teachings of Buddhism remind us that our thoughts are the foundation of our reality, and by learning to control them, we unlock the power to shape our lives with clarity and purpose. Buddha's words, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become," encapsulate this transformative journey. When you take charge of your thoughts, you no longer feel like a victim of circumstances or emotions. Instead, you become the creator of your mental state, capable of responding to life with wisdom and resilience. The 9 lessons we've explored today, understanding how thoughts shape reality, breaking free from overthinking, cultivating awareness, letting go of negativity, acting with intention, developing focus, practicing gratitude, embracing silence, and staying consistent, are not just abstract ideas. They are practical tools you can use to transform your mind and your life. Let me ask you, which of these practices resonates most with you? Is there one you feel ready to implement in your daily life? Start small. Start small, and remember that every effort, no matter how minor it seems, brings you closer to mental freedom. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you plan to apply these teachings. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like and share it with someone who could benefit from these insights. And make sure to subscribe for more wisdom on mindfulness, self-mastery, and living a peaceful, purposeful life. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, the path to mental freedom begins with a single thought, one you choose to shape rather than let it shape you. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.